Thursday morning, new developments in that deadly ICE shooting in Minnesota.
That shooting fueling emotional vigils and demonstrations overnight. It is January 8th. This is Today. Breaking overnight, thousands taking to the streets of Minneapolis, some in protest, others in mourning, after a federal agent shoots and kills a woman in her car.
Your name was Renee! Your name was Renee!
The entire incident captured on video from multiple angles. The Trump administration defending the officer's use of deadly force.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism. But
local leaders condemning the shooting.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull.
This morning, what we're learning about the 37-year-old driver, the tensions now boiling over, and what's next for that city on edge. We're there live. The long haul? President Trump speaking out on Venezuela overnight, suggesting the U.S. could run that country and control its oil for years. That just hours after the military seized even more tankers. We'll have the very latest in a live report from the region. Trouble in space. NASA weighing a rare early return of its crew on the International Space Station after a medical issue with one of its astronauts. We'll have the late-breaking details. The new food pyramid. Major changes unveiled to the nation's dietary guidelines, pushing more protein and full-fat dairy.
We are ending the war on saturated fats.
And a dramatic alteration when it comes to alcohol. We'll break down everything you need to know. Growing mystery. New questions in the murders of an Ohio dentist and his wife. The search for answers and the killer now entering a second week as a previous 911 call from their home now surfaces.
Hi, this is 911. We've got a hang-up call. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
An inside look at the investigation straight ahead. Those stories, plus Sky-Fi. American Airlines rolling out a new perk. Free high-speed internet. How you can qualify and what other airlines are doing to make Wi-Fi more available and reliable. And sensational start. Amber Glenn kicking off the U.S. Figure Skating Championships with a record-setting performance.
Major moment and a big step taken on the road to Milan for Amber Glenn.
While Alyssa Liu shines bright with her own flawless program. And America's quad god getting set for his moment in the spotlight ahead of the Winter Olympics today, Thursday, January 8th, 2026.
From NBC News, this is Today with Savannah Guthrie and Craig Melton. From Studio 1A in Rockefeller Plaza.
And a very good morning to you. Welcome to Today on this Thursday morning. So happy you are starting it with us. Also happy to have Chanel in with us once again a little early as Savannah continues to recover from vocal surgery. Let's get right to that breaking news out of Minneapolis. This was the scene overnight. Thousands gathering at the location where a 37-year-old woman was fatally shot by an ICE officer.
The entire incident caught on camera. Federal authorities saying she tried to ram officers with her vehicle, a claim fiercely denied by local officials, including the city's mayor, who calls that a, quote, garbage narrative.
That city now on high alert with Minneapolis public schools canceling classes for the rest of the week because of safety concerns related to yesterday's incidents around the city. We got it all covered this morning, including a closer analysis of those videos and just what happened, starting in Minneapolis this morning with NBC's Maggie Vespa. Maggie, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. Yeah, the driver in this case identified this morning as Renee Good, a name echoing throughout this city. There have been, for what it's worth, people at the scene all night, including this group behind me now, who you can hear is playing music. Good's mother telling the Minnesota Star Tribune that her daughter was an amazing person who took care of others and spent her last moments probably terrified. This as federal and state authorities vow to investigate this shooting, and we should warn you, images of it and its aftermath are disturbing. In Minneapolis, mourning and outrage over the fatal ICE shooting of a 37-year-old woman identified as Renee Good, an American citizen. Minneapolis police say Good was blocking the roadway with her SUV. You see officers approach, with one going to the driver's side door and another stepping in front of the vehicle. Good then reverses and accelerates forward and to the right as an officer fires multiple shots, striking her in the head, officials say. Her SUV careening forward before crashing into parked cars. In this reverse angle, the officer visible in front of the SUV, the driver accelerating. In the aftermath of the shooting, a man asking to help.
Can I go check a pulse?
No, back up, now.
I'm a physician.
I don't care.
A woman in agony identifying herself as Good's partner. Good was a mother of 3, according to the AP. The Department of Homeland Security quickly labeling Good one of a group of violent rioters, adding the unnamed ICE officer fired defensive shots.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism.
In a new interview with the New York Times, President Trump saying Good, quote, behaved horribly, but saying of the tragedy generally, with all that being said, no, I don't like that happening. After showing a video of the incident 2 times reporters, Trump saying, quote, it's a terrible scene. On Wednesday, local and state Democrats blasting the administration's self-defense argument.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is to ICE. Get out of Minneapolis.
Protests raged after the deadly shooting, with federal officers pepper spraying the crowd. Later in the evening, a calmer vigil and memorial in a community that finds itself in an unwelcome spotlight. How are people here feeling being at the center of this?
Frustrated, misunderstood.
Now, people here on the ground tell us they want the name of that ICE officer released and they want him criminally charged. We've asked DHS for his name. So far, no response. Also, amid the fallout of this shooting, we are rapidly approaching another government funding cliff at the end of the month, and some Democrats are now threatening a government shutdown over funding the Department of Homeland Security, with one Democratic senator saying they cannot vote for a budget that doesn't, quote, restrain the growing lawlessness of that agency. Craig.
Maggie Vespa starting us off there in Minneapolis. Maggie, thank you. Joining us now, NBC's Tom Winter, our national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent. Tom, good morning to you. Let's take a closer look at these videos here. We're going to take a look from a couple of different angles. Let's start with this angle from behind the vehicle. Walk us through what you're seeing and what's likely to stand out to investigators.
So I think a couple of things. First off, we don't know what happened before this incident took place yesterday. And a big question is going to be, why is this car in the middle of the road? Why did ICE, this is an unmarked vehicle, but there are flashing lights on it from the front. We see that later in the vehicle. Why did they feel the need to get out and try to talk to this person? What did they see here? And what is this interaction? We'll pause the video now. This is going to be a critical juncture for investigators at a critical point. What is happening inside the car? Is this driver panicking? Is this driver saying something that made ICE feel like this person is a threat? That's going to be a critical question for the investigators, the FBI looking at this, possible state investigation as well. What is this interaction and what is it telling everybody that's involved?
Let's go from this angle to the reverse angle now. Yep. Let's reverse the angle. What stands out to you from this angle? What's likely going to stand out to investigators?
Right here, it's a little bit difficult to see. You see the vehicle accelerating. Right before that, the ICE officer is in front of the vehicle. That appears to be the ICE officer that fires. That timeline, Craig, is going to be so important to investigators. You're looking at it here. They're going to want to know when were the shots fired. It appears that multiple shots were fired. They're going to want to know where was the ICE officer positioned. There's at least one bullet hole in the front window of this car that we see later in some still images from the scene. So they're going to want to understand the ballistics of this. What did other people hear? What did other people maybe capture on video we haven't seen yet from Ring cameras? All that's going to be so important here.
What are going to be some of the major challenges for investigators here, Tom?
Well, first off, any seasoned investigator will tell you when there's this much video, it's great for us from a transparency standpoint, for us to understand what's happening. You're looking there at that bullet hole that I referenced. But it also can hurt in terms of getting people to really recollect what they actually heard and what they actually saw versus what they've been watching now on social media and watching on air with us. So that's going to be a challenge. Certainly trying to get the statements from everybody that's involved. Why was this car there? What led up to it? That's going to be another critical question for the investigators.
Really quickly here, lots of local law enforcement officers wear those body cameras. Right. What about ICE agents? Do they wear body cameras?
It is not their policy to wear body cameras. They've had a pilot program in the past, but there does not appear to be body-worn camera of this incident. That's going to be certainly a bit of a challenge, Craig.
All right, Tom Winter. Tom, thank you. Chanel, back to you.
Let's turn to another major story now. President Trump's sweeping actions in Venezuela. The latest move, American forces seizing 2 more oil tankers linked to the country. And this morning, the president is revealing more about his plans for the future of Venezuela and the role he expects the U.S. to play in it. NBC's Gabe Gutierrez joins us from Colombia with that story. Gabe, good morning.
Chanel, good morning. The Trump administration is ramping up its efforts to control Venezuela's oil, and the president reiterating overnight that this is not a short-term plan. This morning, President Trump signaling America could be involved in Venezuela for years. In a new interview with the New York Times, the president asked whether the U.S. would oversee the country for months, a year, or longer. The president replying, I would say much longer. Trump also saying he intends to rebuild Venezuela's oil industry, and when asked if he'd insert American troops if the country blocked his access to oil, he responded, I can't tell you that. Tensions over that oil are playing out on the global stage, with the U.S. seizing 2 tankers at sea. One of the ships had eluded U.S. forces for weeks. Edited government video showing forces rappelling to the deck.
This was a Venezuelan Shadow Fleet vessel that has transported sanctioned oil.
The Coast Guard posting hashtag We Own the Sea. After the U.S. captured Venezuela's authoritarian leader Nicolas Maduro in a stealth mission, which the country's pro-Maduro interior minister now claims killed 100 people, the Trump administration is now downplaying concerns about continued repression inside the country by remaining members of the Maduro regime.
We have tremendous control and leverage over what those interim authorities are doing and are able to do.
As protesters gathered in neighboring Colombia, some demonstrators offering this message for President Trump. Respect our sovereignty, this man told me. While a counter-demonstrator welcomed Trump's intervention in Venezuela.
He's my hero. Come on, he's our hero.
Trump this week had harsh words for Colombia's president, suggesting the U.S. could take military action here too.
Run by a sick man.
But overnight, the president revealed he had a phone conversation with Gustavo Petro, calling it a great honor, that he appreciated his tone, and adding he plans to meet with him soon at the White House. President Trump rapidly upending decades of American foreign policy, also signing a memorandum directing the U.S. to withdraw from 66 international organizations or bodies that he says are contrary to the interests of the United States, many of them associated with the United Nations. Chanel.
All right, Gabe, thank you.
Some relief could be close for millions of Americans who've seen their health insurance premiums skyrocket to start the year. With some Republicans bucking party leaders, the House has approved a step to force a vote on a 2-year extension of recently expired subsidies under the Affordable Care Act. NBC's chief Capitol Hill correspondent Ryan Nobles has that story for us. Ryan, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. We expect that vote today, and it is certainly a significant step, but there's still a lot of work to be done. If it passes the House, the bill still needs to then pass the Senate, and it would need 60 votes to do so. It's unlikely that Republican leadership would even put the bill on the floor in its current form. Instead, a bipartisan group of senators has been working on their own version to offer as a compromise. So for anyone out there saddled with these price hikes, they need to keep bracing for those higher costs. There is a chance there will not be any sort of a resolution until after the next election or at all. There's a lot of work to be done.
All right, Ryan Nobles for us there in Washington. Ryan, thank you.
Now to this morning's breaking news from the International Space Station. NASA considering cutting a mission short due to an onboard medical issue. NBC's Tom Costello covers space for us. Tom, good morning. What have you learned?
Well, this is happening as we speak, and if it ends up happening, it would be an unprecedented move. Never before has NASA had to end a mission early due to a medical issue of some sort. And due to medical privacy issues and rules, NASA is not identifying which astronaut is affected and what the exact medical concern might be. But NASA does say the crew member is currently stable, and they are evaluating all options. Crew 11 is made up of Zena Cardman, Michael Fink is the commander, Japanese astronaut Kamiya Yui, and Russian astronaut Oleg Platonov. They launched back in August. They were supposed to come back to Earth next month. We know that crew members requested a consult from the station down to the ground with a flight surgeon on the ground. We think that was yesterday. A spacewalk to install a new hardware on the station was scheduled for today. That's been canceled. NASA has always prided itself on thoroughly screening its crews, meticulous planning, and astronauts train for and have medical some training and expertise in many cases. We expect a decision from NASA in the next 24 hours or so. Chanel.
All right, Tom, thank you.
Also this morning, there are new recommendations when it comes to the foods you eat every day. The Trump administration releasing updated dietary guidelines that include some key changes. NBC's Ann Thompson here in the studio with a closer look at those. Ann, good morning.
Good morning, Craig. For years, we've seen a focus on diets that prioritize so-called whole foods and avoid things that are highly processed. And while health experts are praising that emphasis in these new guidelines, they're also questioning the recommendation for full-fat dairy, and they have great concerns about the administration's push to pack America's plates with more protein.
This morning, the federal food pyramid that informed a generation has been flipped on its head. The Trump administration rolling out new guidelines it says will make America healthier.
We are finally putting real food back at the center of the American diet.
Among the changes, putting meats and dairy products up top alongside fruits and vegetables. The recommendations expressly encouraging Americans to limit added sugars and avoid ultra-processed foods like chips and cookies. They also say people should opt for full-fat rather than low-fat dairy products. Perhaps the most significant shift, that protein be prioritized at every meal and suggesting people double their daily recommended intake. Cardiologist Dariush Mozaffarian is director of Tufts Food is Medicine Institute.
What do you like about these new guidelines and what concerns you?
I'm tremendously heartened by the focus on avoiding highly processed foods and packaged foods and specific food groups that are linked to harms. And I'm, a little bit worried that there was too much focus on protein.
The American Heart Association praised the new guidelines for limiting processed and sugary foods, but suggests beefing up protein should not include more red meat, encouraging people to prioritize plant-based proteins, seafoods, and lean meats, and to limit high-fat animal products.
We are ending the war on saturated fats.
Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. criticized what he called politicized science around the links between red meat and heart disease. And when asked about whether processed products should be regulated, telling me this.
Our approach is not to tell people what they can and cannot eat. It's to give them good information and let them make their own choices.
Now, another thing that's got people talking, the sharp change in direction when it comes to drinking alcohol. It is the first time in decades where there are no specific caps on the number of drinks an American should have a day. Instead of the familiar 1 to 2 limit, the new guidelines say people should just consume less alcohol for better overall health. And there is no longer a warning of the cancer risks and other health issues that are associated with alcohol consumption.
Yeah, some major changes, Ann.
Yeah,
and thank
time.
you. In fact, we're going to take a closer look at these new guidelines and their potential impact as well with Dr. Natalie Azar coming up a little later this morning.
All right, but right now it's time for the first check of the weather this morning. For that, we say good morning to Mr. Al.
Hey, guys, good morning, and good morning to you. And we're watching some storms now starting to develop. We got snow up through the Rockies, Denver included. We're looking at some heavier thunderstorms now making their way from Texas into Oklahoma. Could see some severe weather watches out for that. For today, heavy rain from the plains to the Midwest, gusty storms developing from Texas to Indiana. We do have that marginal risk just south of Chicago down to Wichita Falls, Greenville as well. Then tomorrow, these storms continue to train over the same areas. There's going to be a severe risk for much of the lower Mississippi River Valley with wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour, damaging wind. Could be looking at tornadoes and definitely heavy rain from Chattanooga all the way down to New Orleans. Rainfall rates 2.5 inches per hour. Locally, could be upwards of 4 to 7 inches of rain in the lower Mississippi River Valley through Sunday. And then as we stretch all the way up into the Northeast, some heavy rain as well moving into the weekend. We're going to get to your local forecast coming up in the next 30 seconds.
I'm your favorite hippo's favorite hippo. And I'm thirsty, thirsty. Hose! Sorry, I needed that.
We are back at 7:30 with one of Bowen Yang's most memorable moments on SNL, and there were many. This morning, Bowen is shedding some new light on his emotional final week on that show. And Carson, good morning to you. You're going to have a little bit more on that coming up.
Full commitment from Bowen. We're going to miss that. Yeah, it was an emotional last week for Bowen during the last read-through that they had, and we have all the details coming up in Pop Start.
Looking forward to that. All right, but first we have a busy half hour for you ahead, starting with new developments in a mysterious case out of Ohio.
More than a week after a popular dentist and his wife were found dead in their home, police are still searching for answers there. And this morning, a newly surfaced 911 call is just really adding to the mystery.
NBC's Aaron McLaughlin is here with us with the very latest. Good morning to you, Aaron.
Guys, good morning. Spencer and Monique Tepe were found shot dead on the upper floor of their Columbus, Ohio home. Their 2 children, also inside, were unharmed. Months before the murders, dispatch records show a 911 call was traced to the same address. You hear a woman's voice audibly upset, but the family says it is not Monique.
This morning, new questions surrounding the murders of Ohio dentist Spencer Tepe and his wife, Monique.
Hi, this is 911. We just got a hang-up call. Is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm okay.
NBC News obtained audio of a 911 callback traced to the Tepe's home at around 2:45 in the morning on April 15th, more than 8 months before the couple was shot and killed at the same address.
Me and my man got into it, but I'm okay, I promise.
Did anything ever get physical?
No.
The family tells NBC News that's clearly not Monique's voice. Columbus police have so far declined to answer questions about the call.
But with cell phones, it's a lot different.
But former FBI Special Agent Brianna Fox tells us while the 911 call was traced to the Tepe's address, it's still possible the call was made from outside the home.
It could be somebody walking by out front. It could be a neighbor. It just means that that's their best guess at the time of an emergency situation.
News of the mysterious call as police say they're looking for a person of interest, seen here in this surveillance footage, walking in the alley near the Tepe's residence around the time of the double homicide. Hours later, the grisly murder scene was discovered by a friend checking on the couple after Spencer Tepe failed to show up for work.
There's a body. There's a body.
Police later located 2 adult victims suffering apparent gunshot wounds, as well as 3 spent 9mm casings, according to the police report. The couple's 2 children, ages 4 and 1, were inside the home and unharmed. Family members of the Tepes struggling to make sense of the tragedy.
They were, warm and welcoming and, handled each day with such enthusiasm. They were just really kind and solid. They're a great couple.
Aaron, you mentioned a person of interest. Is there any more info?
Well, police say they believe the murders took place on December 30th between 2 and 5 a.m. in the morning. This person of interest that you see there in the surveillance footage was spotted in the area at the time. Authorities are urging members of the public who may have more surveillance footage to come forward. We know that surveillance footage can be absolutely critical to solving these cases. You may remember the Brown mass shooting last month. The surveillance footage led authorities to the witness, which led authorities to the alleged killer.
Yeah. All right.
Information there. Aaron, thank you.
Seems like more questions than answers every day, Aaron. Thanks so much. Coming up, guys, including we've got news tonight about the return of one of our favorite shows around here, The Pit. It will make its long-awaited return in a few hours.
All right. First, though, how does free high-speed internet at 30,000 feet sound? Tom Costello, sounds pretty good. I know you're tracking the latest salvo in these Wi-Fi wars.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to step on you, dude. We need a better connection. Listen, how important is Wi-Fi to you when you're flying? For some people, if they don't get good Wi-Fi, it's a deal killer. They're going to another airline. Coming up, we're going to tell you the latest airline to add high-speed Wi-Fi to your flight.
Back at 7:39 with an in-depth look at the Wi-Fi wars heating up in the skies.
American Airlines is rolling out a promising new perk for its frequent flyers, and other airlines are working to make your cabin internet not only more available, but more reliable.
NBC's Tom Costello covers aviation, has an update for us. Hey, Tom.
Yeah, guys, good morning. So listen, we're living in this world where many people not only want to be connected at all times, they now expect it, even mid-flight. The airlines have been trying to meet that demand, with American, the latest, promising to offer free high-speed Wi-Fi on more than 2 million flights a year.
It can often be just plain difficult for airline passengers.
I needed to send out one thing. It took me an hour and 37 minutes into the flight for me to do that. One thing, I couldn't connect.
But connecting to the internet mid-flight is now getting another big boost. Tuesday, American Airlines announced plans to offer free high-speed Wi-Fi for AAdvantage members, American's frequent flyer program. That perk will be available on 90% of its aircraft over the next few months, but may not be available right away on all international flights.
Is this something that the passengers now are demanding? They want that Wi-Fi.
They want to be connected to family, to friends, to work, from end to end, from boarding the aircraft until in flight and until you land.
The move coming just months after United Airlines launched super-fast Starlink satellite Wi-Fi on all of its Boeing airplanes, with plans to eventually cover its entire fleet.
We're at about 30,000 feet or so, and look at the streaming connection. It's really solid.
In October, we were on board United's first flight with Starlink.
You'll be able to, if you want to watch a ball game, update your email and accounts. You can do that all the same, and there will be no degradation of service.
Or 2 ball games, amazing. Maybe 3 ball games.
Maybe Sunday afternoon, you want to watch them all.
And while not everyone wants to be available at all times,
I don't want to work on the plane. I don't want to look at social media on the plane. I want nothing to do with Wi-Fi when I want an aircraft.
Sky-high connectivity is a must-have for many customers these days.
I should be able to edit a Google Doc on a plane using Wi-Fi.
Delta, JetBlue, Southwest, and Alaska also offer frequent flyers free Wi-Fi as they try to lure passengers in a highly competitive market and pave the way for changes to the industry in the coming years.
People should be really thinking about, what did really fast Wi-Fi at home unlock, right? It unlocked things like video calling, gaming, better streaming. That's the kind of things that are going to be coming now to airplanes.
All right, sounds promising, Tom. Tom, beyond the Wi-Fi, the free Wi-Fi, what other perks are airlines looking at adding?
Well, I'll tell you what the airlines are really competing for right now is business class customers, right? Because business class, they'll pay more for comfort. So the airlines have been adding more and more business seats. Lounges are also important, especially to business class. Southwest now talking about adding lounges to attract more biz class customers and direct international flights. Can I tell you my nightmare scenario from just 2 months ago or so? I'm on a plane, I'm not going to tell you which airline, and I paid for the Wi-Fi, and I got a message came up on my screen. We have charged your credit card, but you have no connection.
What?
I kid you not. We've charged your credit card, but you can't connect. So I showed it to the flight attendant. She said, what? I've never seen anything like that. I then had to screen grab that message in order to go to the airline and say, hey, come on, you got to give me the money back, or NBC's money back, because I was on a business flight, right? And then separately, you know, I think they gave me like 50 miles or 100 miles or something. But the point is, that's so frustrating for people who can't connect.
And a lot of people don't take the step to then call and complain. You just end up losing.
Tom Costello's going to complain. He's going to complain. Well done, Tom. And the company thanks you as well, Tom.
Yeah. You fly all the time.
I fly all the time.
Yeah, is there anything you...
I was just on a flight and I asked for Bloody Mary and they only brought me one little bottle of vodka. Can you imagine that?
Imagine
only
that.
one little one?
One little one.
How dare they? Stories for days.
That had nothing to do with Wi-Fi. But if you have more than one of those little bottles, you don't care.
It's all about connection.
That's right. It's all about connecting. Anyway, let's show you what's going on. We're going to connect you with some warm weather, some record highs today. We're talking from McAllen, Texas, Del Rio, Texas, Oklahoma City, Nashville, Atlanta, all coming at or very close to records. Fort Myers, Florida. Then we move on in through Saturday. We could be looking at records from Flint, Michigan, down to McAllen, as we said, Albany, Georgia, Sterling, Virginia, Orlando, Florida, all with record highs. And moving into tomorrow, we're talking again, temperatures nice and warm here in New York City, 51, Mobile, Alabama, 77, 79 in Houston. But then this cold front's going to move through and drop things back to normal. By Monday, Pittsfield, Mass, you're at 29. Balmer, you're at 41 after being at 62 on Saturday. Nashville, you'll drop down into the low 40s. That's what's going on around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods. You know, we've got a new segment coming up on today. It's Tom Costello. You know what grinds my gears? It's really fantastic.
I didn't see that coming.
I know.
Love it.
Hashtag
Unfortunately,
PSSP.
it's relatable, though,
Exactly.
Right?
I love
All right, guys, your Pop Start sneak peek gets kicked off with award show season now in full swing. Yesterday, the Screen Actors Guild announced the nominees for this year's Actor Awards, formerly known as the SAG Awards. And after dominating at Critics' Choice over the weekend, Leonardo DiCaprio's dark comedy One Battle After Another continues to take the lead. The star-studded film earned the most nods from SAG out of any movie, celebrating both lead and supporting actors, plus the full cast. Closely behind in the big screen categories, Michael B. Jordan's thriller Sinners, where the actor plays not one but two of those leading roles, well-deserved there. And here who's he's up against in the leading man category, Timothée Chalamet, Leo, Ethan Hawke, who was here yesterday, and Jesse Plemons. That's a tough category.
Yeah.
In the top female actor category, we've got Jessie Buckley, Rose Byrne, Kate Hudson, Chase Infinity, and Emma Stone. And of course, like all the awards, there's always the focus on who may or may not have been snubbed. Noticeably missing from the noms, George Clooney and Adam Sandler for their work in Jake Kelly. Jeremy Allen White, who starred on both the big and small screen in The Bear and that Bruce Springsteen biopic, Nowhere. And winners are going to be announced March 1st during the ceremony. That'll be live on Netflix.
The award season's upon us.
That's true.
Got the Golden Globes this weekend, too. Yep. All right, full Pop Start coming up. JBH standing by with a boost.
We do. We have a great one. We've lined up a special one from the NFL, a heartwarming moment on the sidelines to share right after this.
All right, we made room at the table for JBH for a little morning buzz.
Yes, thank you guys. Okay, Savannah, I hope you're watching. We have an Eagle story that will have her and you smiling from ear to ear. At a recent game, the team handed out sideline passes to two random fans at the stadium, and they just happened to stumble upon a very special father-son duo. Check this out.
Oh, he's crying. He runs the Death Field of the Eagles Facebook page. It's small but growing. He realized there wasn't much representation for any kind of like Death Eagles fan, so he's like, might as well start it. And it's just been growing and growing and growing. They had a meetup at one of the last games, and I think 40 or 50 people were there, so it's just been getting bigger and bigger. And you always talk to them and say they want to go to a game, they want to go to a game, but never felt to take the step to come to a game, so he's the one that said, hey, you can come to the game. This is how you come to the game. This is what it looks like when you're at the stadium. This is the accessibility. You can do these things.
Kudos to Jimbo McGrail, who runs the Facebook page for deaf Philly fans, and his son Tom for their work educating Eagles fans with hearing impairments on how to have the best time and, you know, to get in. But how sweet is that?
Fantastic. On so many levels. Exactly. That was great.
Good one. Thank you, JBH. Still ahead, the SNL icon stopping by. He'll be in the building. Mr. Kenan Thompson. We're going to chat about the show's upcoming return and Kenan's newest role, children's book author. Yeah. Very cool. Lots to chat with him about. We'll do so. But first, quick check your local news weather and these messages.
It's 8 o'clock on Today. Coming up, breaking overnight. Thousands taking to the streets of Minneapolis in protest and in mourning after federal agents shoot and kill a woman in her car. The entire incident captured on multiple videos. The Trump administration defending the officers' use of deadly force. Local leaders condemning the violence. With tensions now boiling over, what's next for that city on edge? Then, change of order. The nation's new food pyramid unveiled, pushing more protein and full-fat dairy.
We are ending the war on saturated fats.
Also making a drastic change when it comes to alcohol. We'll break down everything you need to know. And record breaker.
Big step taken on the road to Milan for Amber Glenn.
Amber Glenn making history as the U.S. Figure Skating Championships get underway. Alyssa Liu also shining with her own flawless program. The highlights as we count down to the Winter Olympics. All that, plus Kenan Thompson live in Studio 1A.
What's up with that? What's up with that?
The Pit back for more.
And so it begins.
And things getting heated outside 30 Rock. It's all ahead today, Thursday, January 8th, 2026.
From DuQuoin, Illinois, celebrating 70 on a New York getaway.
Thanks for babysitting, Mom and Dad. From Ness, Maryland.
Today is anniversary.
Visiting from Waxahachie, Texas.
Monticello, New York.
Chandler, Arizona.
And Minnetrista, Minnesota. Good morning to my sisters.
From Washington State and Kansas.
Cheered on the Ole Miss Reds. Hotty toddy.
Hi to my husband in California.
Hi, Papa. We made it to the Today Show. Love you.
Well, we're glad you made it. Welcome back to Today. Thank you so much for joining us on this Thursday morning. And look at all those happy people smiling and waving. Get outside, hang out with them in just a bit. Meanwhile, inside, Chanel filling in for Savannah, who, of course, remains on the mend.
Good morning.
We'll get outside in just a few moments. Right now, though, let's get to your news at 8. We're going to start with the latest on that deadly ICE shooting in Minneapolis. Thousands taking to the streets overnight for vigils and demonstrations after a woman was shot and killed in her car by a federal agent. NBC's Maggie Vespa is in Minneapolis. She's on the ground for us this morning with all the details. Maggie, good morning.
Hey, Craig, good morning. Yeah, from a city truly on edge. As you saw, protests broke out almost immediately following yesterday's fatal ICE shooting. And this group behind me that's playing the music and they've set up the barricades, they've basically been here all night. This morning, the mother of the driver killed yesterday speaking out while the FBI, alongside Minnesota authorities, vow to investigate. In Minneapolis, mourning and outrage over the fatal ICE shooting of a 37-year-old woman identified as Renee Good, an American citizen. Minneapolis police say Good was blocking the roadway with her SUV. You see officers approach, with one going to the driver's side door and another stepping in front of the vehicle. Good then reverses and accelerates forward and to the right as an officer fires multiple shots, striking her in the head, officials say. Her SUV careening forward before crashing into parked cars. In this reverse angle, the officer visible in front of the SUV, the driver accelerating. In the aftermath of the shooting, a man asking to help.
Can I go check a pulse?
No, back up, now.
I'm a physician.
I don't care.
A woman in agony identifying herself as Good's partner. Good was a mother of 3, according to the AP. The Department of Homeland Security quickly labeling Good one of a group of violent rioters, adding the unnamed ICE officer fired defensive shots.
This appears as an attempt to kill or to cause bodily harm to agents, an act of domestic terrorism.
In a new interview with the New York Times, President Trump saying Good, quote, behaved horribly, but saying of the tragedy generally, with all that being said, no, I don't like that happening. After showing a video of the incident to Times reporters, Trump saying, quote, it's a terrible scene. On Wednesday, local and state Democrats blasting the administration's self-defense argument.
Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is to ICE. Get out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here.
Yeah, the political rhetoric around this obviously rapidly intensifying, with local leaders calling for peace in subsequent protests, which we expect more of today. That being said, Minneapolis public schools have now canceled classes for the rest of the week, citing safety concerns. Craig.
Maggie Vespa on the ground for us there in Minneapolis. Maggie, thank you.
Now to Salt Lake City, where 2 people were killed and 6 others injured in a deadly shooting outside a church during a funeral. Police say it all started when a fight broke out in the church parking lot. They say the shooter, or possibly multiple shooters, fled the scene and are still on the run this morning. Police say they do not believe it was a targeted attack toward any religion. They say the shooting may be gang-related.
A big shakeup yesterday to the legal team for Nick Reiner, who's accused of killing his parents, director Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle. High-profile defense lawyer Alan Jackson announced he is stepping down from the case just before an arraignment hearing. That hearing was rescheduled for next month. No reason was given for Jackson's sudden departure. Reiner will now be represented by a public defender.
New developments this morning on a controversial construction project. The Trump administration expected to present updated plans for the new White House ballroom. NBC's chief White House correspondent Peter Alexander has more on that. Hey, Peter.
Chanel, good morning to you. The president is pushing ahead on what is one of the biggest transformations to the White House in its 230-plus year history. For the first time, Americans are expected to see the president's updated plans for that ballroom. President Trump's move, as you know, to demolish the entire East Wing to make room for this 90,000-square-foot ballroom, still generating a lot of backlash from many who argued that he could not just act unilaterally. Today, amid pressure from historic preservationists, a federal lawsuit as well seeking to block the new construction, the administration is going to submit its plans for that new ballroom project to a formal review process, which is expected to be live streamed in a public meeting today. The ballroom is expected to be completed by the summer of 2028. The president installed his former personal lawyer as chairman of what's called the Capital Planning Commission, and that lawyer quickly argued that there was no need to review the president's plans before he demolished the East Wing. The president also fired the entire board of the Commission of Fine Arts, the independent agency assigned to advise the president on historical preservation. Chanel.
All right, Peter, thank you.
The Winter Olympics now just 29 days away. But before America's best figure skaters head to Milan, they first made a stop in St. Louis for the U.S. Figure Skating Championships. Day one is in the books. And what a day it was for two-time defending champion Amber Glenn. The 26-year-old setting the record for a women's short program. Glenn flawless from her opening triple axel to a finishing combination spin.
She wasn't the only skater to impress world champion Alyssa Liu. Also brought the crowd to its feet with a short program score of 81.1. 81.11. There you go, which was a record until Glenn topped it a few minutes later. I mean, it comes down to points.
0.11. Right? By the way, the U.S. Figure Skating Championships continue through Saturday, and you can look for it right here on NBC and, of course, streaming on Peacock.
We are back at 8:12 this morning on Today's Health. A closer look at the just-released new dietary guidelines for all Americans.
Yes, the recommendations, updated every 5 years, now include a redesigned food pyramid. In fact, here's a look at it right now on your screen. A new food pyramid with an emphasis on more protein and less sugar and ultra-processed foods. Also, some new guidance on alcohol as well.
Here with more on the changes and what they mean for you and your family, NBC News medical contributor Dr. Natalie Azar. Dr. Azar, good morning.
Good morning.
I keep staring at it, trying to kind of analyze it. It seems flipped in some ways, but what are the highlights for you?
It is flipped in some ways. I would say that overall, the consensus for most of us is that they're reasonably sensible, these recommendations. And they really place an emphasis on whole foods and whole food sources of protein, lots of fruits and vegetables. That's why all of that stuff is near the top. They did, in that vein, make some recommendations on what foods to limit. So refined carbohydrates, that's all the white rice, white pasta, things like that. Ultra-processed foods, which the easiest way, and by the way, there's no universally accepted definition of ultra-processed, but think of all the P's, packaged, processed, prepared, all of those things that tend to be high in added sugars, have a lot of artificial flavor, dyes, preservatives, right, to increase palatability and extend shelf life, as well as excess sodium.
And art does, okay. But are there other things that stand out to you? Some other things
so
related to recommendations?
here are some of the things that sort of were, a lot of those things that I just mentioned were not dramatically different from prior recommendations. The new things, increasing your protein intake. The prior guidelines were 0.8 grams per kilogram of body weight per day. That almost like either 50 to 100% higher recommendation for protein intake. Caveat there is that experts have say, okay, that's fine, but don't add more calories in the form of protein, rather maybe replacing some calories with more protein. And if you add more protein, you need to add resistance training, muscle, right? Full fat dairy. This is a big one. Yeah. This, I would say, the summary of this is that it's not a one-size-fits-all recommendation for all people. Not all saturated fats are created equal. So saturated fat from animal might be more pro-inflammatory than saturated fat from dairy. Okay. What I would say is that the American Heart Association did release a statement saying yesterday that they still promote low-fat dairy and non-fat dairy for cardiac health. So if you're someone who, and also, by the way, saturated fat in full-fat dairy is calorically dense. So you may not want to increase those calories. Go ahead, Craig.
What's the argument for full-fat dairy?
Well, there has been some research recently that's challenging old advice that full-fat dairy is bad for you. There's actually some data that full-fat dairy may actually decrease the risk of cardiovascular disease, but not to the point yet, again, where the AHA is saying that people should do this for their heart health. So that, again, very nuanced. First time they've talked about microbiome health, right? We talk about how important the microbiome is for everything. And then this issue about more animal fats and red meat. Again, American Heart Association says if you're going to do red meat, do lean cuts. If you're going to do meat for protein, do unprocessed meat. And they endorse plant-based sources of protein. Alcohol.
Yeah, should we be surprised by the fact that it seems like they've changed it a little bit?
By the alcohol?
Yes.
So in the past, we have had a definition of moderate drinking that was 2 drinks a day for men and 1 drink a day for women. Right. They have abandoned that, and now they have said that we should limit the amount of alcohol. But limit means something different.
It's like you're on the
everybody.
System.
Right. It's like, oh, I'm going from 4 drinks to 2. Right. So that doesn't, I don't think that most of us think that that's all of that helpful. And the most important thing I think that they omitted, something that's been in the dietary guidelines for a very long time, is the association of alcohol with cancer risk. Yeah. They just kind of took it out there. And I know, listen, I'm not going to solve the problem for all our viewers today. Sure. Like, is alcohol safe or not? This is definitely a divergence from what we've seen.
But to be clear, there's been no research that has upended the correlation between cancer and alcohol use.
None at all. And in fact, in the last couple of years, we've had a lot of research from the World Health Organization, from other government-funded agencies that have tried to really give us a bottom line on safety of alcohol. Most of us in medicine say don't start drinking to become healthier, right? And you should limit the amount. And there is absolutely no new data that says that there is any change in that risk. Alcohol is
also really quickly, some new guidelines for infants and young children as well.
Yeah, so this was good stuff. And the American Academy of Pediatrics liked what they saw. Again, an emphasis on breastfeeding, not necessarily new. Introducing solid foods, and they really highlighted the importance of introducing peanuts as well as other common food allergy triggers at 6 months. This is consistent with guidance. Avoiding caffeine and limiting added sugars. They say to limit added sugars until the age of 10. Wow. That doesn't mean that your kids can't have cookies and cake at birthday parties, but I think it's a good message to send.
I tried that, right?
You tried to limit?
Yeah, I tried it with my oldest. Applesauce and this, that.
You brought
and then when he finally had ice cream, he's gone nuts.
He went nuts.
So now
that's
he's
always
made up for it.
Right, they overcorrect.
Yes. So we'll see.
You made a good point earlier. Yeah. These are recommendations.
They are, and they're visually easy to understand, but we are not all the same, right? We have different risks, we have different levels of physical activity, so they're guidelines, right? And you have to kind of do what's right for you, obviously in conversation with your doctor, especially on those fine points about saturated fat and whatnot.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Natalie. Thanks for walking us through the new pyramid.
If you're heading out the door, don't forget, check us out. Today's Show Radio, Sirius XM Channel 108. Right now, though, best time of the morning, Pop Start.
All right, grab your drinks, everybody. We're going to check out a little Pop Start. We're going to start with one of our favorite shows around here. Tonight's a big night. The Pit returns for its 2nd season.
Welcome back. Took some time. Plus, who else is going to get this place to the 4th of July?
Your replacement came in early. She's just covering while I go on my little sabbatical.
I have ideas for improving the department.
Okay, well... Want to tell me some more about your ideas?
Good morning.
Yeah, the show's so good if you haven't seen it. I mean, it really is amazing. And big news ahead of tonight's episode. HBO's hit medical drama already picked up for a third season.
Wow.
Season 2
Not
tonight.
wasting time.
Yeah, not wasting any time. Get ready to follow another shift in the fictional Pittsburgh hospital. Meanwhile, the production of the show taking some time to celebrate the real-life heroes who inspired the show. This week, Allegheny General Hospital shared some snaps on social media that showed HBO Max workers and people from Warner Brothers all showed up to the hospital to pass out some free coffee and treats to those real-life heroes, as mentioned, the medical staff there. So pretty cool there. Can't wait to get the inside scoop from Catherine Lanassa, a.k.a. Nurse Dana, who's going to be visiting us here in just
I love her. She's so good in that.
I gotta watch this.
I know.
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I gotta.
You would love it.
You would love it.
And it's also, in addition to being a love letter to the frontline workers, nurses, and doctors, that show is a love letter to the city of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, my God.
It really is.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We should get some Permani Brothers sandwiches right here.
Next up, it is heated rivalry. Here's a peek at the show that everybody seems to be talking about.
Canada-Russia final showcasing the two most talked about prospects in the world. Canada's Shane Hollander.
Shane Hollander, I wanted to introduce myself.
Okay. And Russia's Ilya Rozanov.
You're an awesome player to watch.
Yes.
And maybe watching this one yet?
I've heard about it.
A lot going on here. A lot of tension.
I started too.
Canadian
What's it about?
hockey romance drama.
Oh.
Completely taken over the internet, social media's latest obsession. And last night, actor Hudson Williams swung by the Tonight Show, Jimmy Fallon. And if you were anywhere around here at 30 Rock,
I heard the line was like...
you would have thought it was like Beatlemania.
Wow.
I thought BTS was on the Tonight Show. It wasn't. Look at the crowds there, just to catch a glimpse of him walking in the building. Yeah. That's impressive.
By the way, I was at the gym before, like at 5:45, and people were outside.
By the way, that's one of those shows that everyone here on the crew has been talking about for 2 weeks.
Yeah, well,
people are obsessed with it.
The co-star of that show is going to be on soon, so get ready for that chaos. Yep, because Connor Story will be here on Wednesday. So they can start getting the closet ready. With some,
ready.
Some ropes. Next up, Sesame Street.
That's quite the transition.
Pop Start exclusive sneak peek at a new special starring Aubrey Plaza, who's going to be joining Elmo and friends for a supersized dance party.
Elmo and his friends are throwing a dance party.
Quick, show us the next dance move.
Elmo didn't think of any other moves. What? Dance, 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 dance.
We can all help you by coming up with our own moves.
Are you ready to stand up and dance along?
The new family special, Elmo's World Dance Party, drops today on YouTube.
It's cute.
Kids. Next up, Bowen Yang ahead of the holidays. The SNL star bid farewell to the show with this touching send-off.
Oh, Rhonda, I should have come home earlier. I just feel so lucky that I ever got to work here. And I just wanted to enjoy it for a little bit longer. Especially the people. I've loved every single person who works here because they've done so much for me, especially my boss.
Oh, your boss. There she is.
Bowen just opened up about choosing how to say goodbye to SNL after 7 seasons on the latest episode of his podcast. Let's take a little listen to that.
I look out, it was basically everyone who worked there just on the floor showing up. And I just looked out and I thought, I'm so lucky that I ever got to work here, and I'm so lucky that I get to make this little statement that's barely veiled where I'm I love you all.
Also in the episode, Bowen noting how grateful he was to say goodbye on his terms, exactly when he wanted to.
That was terrific.
All right, while we're talking about SNL, the show announcing the next lineup of celebs swinging by in the new year, following Finn Wolfhard's episode next weekend with A$AP Rocky, one battle after another's. Teyana Taylor is going to be hosting on January 24th with the first-time musical guest Geese. Cool band out of Brooklyn. That's a good booking there. And then on January 31st, Alexander Skarsgård will be hosting with Cardi B, who'll be returning for her second time on the show.
By the way, speaking of SNL, look who's right over there. The one, the only, Kenan Thompson.
Yeah.
What's up, OG? We're going to talk about his latest SNL milestone, and we're going to laugh out loud because he's got a new children's book. Right after local news and weather.
Oh my God, are you guys the new dudes?
Yeah,
What's your names? Like I care.
We are back with Kenan Thompson's very first appearance on Saturday Night Live. That was way back, October of 2003.
Way back.
23 seasons later, this guy's still going strong. He is also using his talents in a brand new way. He's got a new children's book. It's called Unfunny Bunny. Unfunny Bunny, it's about a little rabbit who wants to be the funniest kid in class. Kenan, welcome back. Welcome home.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Good morning. Good to see you, always.
23 seasons.
Yeah, right?
You remember that clip?
Absolutely. I remember, you know, those are those like moments where you never really forget it because there's so much going on. Like, big fan of Jack Black, sharing the stage with my buddy Finesse, who's another like A-Town veteran. So, yeah, I'll never forget that, man. And it was a super funny moment. He just like passed us by and didn't really say our names, like slightly disrespectful, but it was so funny.
Back then, did you think you would still be at SNL 23 years later? No?
Absolutely not. I mean, there's no way to tell. And, you know, you don't even think you're going to get the job in the first place. You know, it's such an iconic kind of a place. So it's definitely just been a blessing. Shout out to all my fam. I see a lot of our family members here, you know, doing double time. Yeah.
Let's talk about Unfunny Bunny.
Let's talk about Unfunny Bunny,
I was
man.
Just stumbling through it. This is pretty clever.
Thank you.
What was the inspiration?
The inspiration was I wanted to write a children's book, I think, because I've seen a lot of my colleagues do it, you know, and, you know, they're really funny. And I love doing, like, you know, kids kind of material and stuff, clean family stuff. So it seemed like a logical next step after I did my memoir, and I was, you know, kind of already an author.
Yeah.
So now I can do, you know, the children's stuff. And once we got the title down, we started to figure out, you know, kind of the story. So we landed on, like, a nice title that we thought was funny. It was Funny Bunny at first, and then we thought Unfunny Bunny might be a better journey kind of thing. So, yeah.
And then after the actual story, on the last page,
come on,
you got some kids jokes.
Got some jokes here. There's a list for you.
Is there a favorite?
I love it. I don't know if it's on there, but I did a reading with these kids in Harlem, and one of the kids told a joke like, "Why does 6 fear 7? Because 7, 8, 9.
Wow.
Come on.
That's a Roker joke. What was the toaster doing in the bathtub? I'd tell you, but the answer would shock you.
Come on.
You've got two.
Shout out to Brian Tucker for giving us all those wonderful dad jokes. But
You've got 2 young daughters.
Yeah.
Have they read the book yet?
No, I want them to finally like discover it in their own world kind of thing. Yeah, there they are, little sweeties.
Gianna and Georgia.
Yeah.
Do they think you're funny? Do they find you as funny as America does?
They think that they're funnier, for sure, than I am. I mean, I'm a dad now, you know what I mean? We get automatically lame. I wear a lot of black socks and shorts.
No, you don't. Not Kenan Thompson.
Yeah,
You haven't thrown in the towel.
No, I mean, it's not even like intentional. I just happen to it happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I like these shorts and I like those black socks and I'm gonna wear them together today.
By the way, the illustrations in the book are also pretty solid.
Yes.
I can see something like this becoming a movie.
You heard it here, folks.
I'm just saying.
You heard it here, folks.
You know, that's
Unfunny Bunny coming to theaters 2027.
2027.
2027.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, come back on when it comes out.
Yeah.
I read something recently that somewhat surprised me about you. You described comedy as a form of public service.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, I mean, I feel like most entertainment is that. You know what I mean? Like, we're here to serve the audience kind of thing. And comedy needs an audience. It can't really kind of function on its own. It's like if a tree lands in the forest kind of thing. If there's nobody there to hear it, you know, is it funny? But it just feels that way, like I'm doing a service for the people that are in front of me as opposed to like just for myself. So it feels like I'm doing a service job.
You hit a major milestone in December. It's not just 23 seasons on SNL, 1,800 sketches. 18. Oh, yeah, we can, 18. I just heard applause.
Clapping for
Martha Stewart's over there clapping too.
Yeah. Hey, Martha.
How are you?
I'm good.
1,800. Is there a sketch or two that stands out to you, Kenan? Is there one where you look back on it, you're like, oh, that's...
Yeah, I mean, that one was funny, where we were doing, like, different Christmas characters, like, pretending to be actors and having, like, a conversation. That was a fun one with me and Marcelo playing Tiny Tim, and then I was playing, like, the little... like the drummer boy from something.
It's hard to remember when you've done 1,800.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know. I'm terrible. But I remember that wig. That wig was funny. But yeah, like, what's up with that? First time, you know, Scared Straight the first time.
Celebrity Jeopardy as well.
Black Jeopardy, fantastic.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
You also do impressions.
1 or 2.
When did you start doing Patrick Mahomes?
Honestly, right after once I heard Travis Kelce do it, I was like, oh, that's what it is. I mean, I've heard it before, but like I never thought it would be so automatic until I heard his, because I was doing more, down the Kermit line, but he was a little more relaxed. So it's just like, you just jump right into it, You're just like Patrick Mahomes, you're trying to focus on the day, you know what I mean? Get out there, get aggressive, get a good win for Kansas City and, try again for the Super Bowl next year. Man.
Keaton, thank you.
Of course, man.
Always
Thank
a pleasure.
you, man. Good
Always
to see
a pleasure.
you, man.
How many seasons are you going to do over there? You going to get to 30?
Someone said yes.
Chanel said yes.
50.
Do 50, right? Thank you.
on.
Good morning, Chanel. Thank you.
Good morning to you.
I don't really know. If they keep calling, I'll keep answering.
They're going to keep calling.
Yeah, man. I appreciate
Keaton Thompson, thank you. Unfunny Bunny. It is out next Tuesday. SNL returns on January 17th. Keaton's actually going to be back in just a bit on the 4th hour as well. Chanel?
Oh, thank you. Okay, coming up, Melissa Garcia is bringing us our first Shop This List of the year to reset your routine for the start of 2026. But first, this is Today on NBC. 50 years. We are back with our first Shop This List of 2026, kicking things off with a routine reset. So here with affordable finds from Target, from home upgrades to comfy closet staples, is Shop Today contributor Melissa Garcia. And a reminder, to scan that QR code to add everything to your cart with just one click. Melissa, good morning to you.
So good to be here, first of the year.
You have good stuff today.
So good.
Yeah.
So starting with clothes, matching sets. For me, fashion is my wheelhouse. I love a good matching set because they're mindless. You just throw it on and go.
And it looks good.
Looks so good.
Yeah.
So this is from All in Motion. This is one of Target's collections. And this collection is actually, these are actually 30% off right now as part of Target's Wellness Week.
Okay.
And some of their other All in Motion products are as well. This one, I think the pants are like $20 and the top is $17. But it's the easiest thing to throw on. It's stretchy, it's comfortable, it looks intentional. You can wear it as a set. There I am wearing it as a set.
Cute.
Yeah, you can, which is great. It's great for travel if you're going to be on the plane or if you're in a car for a while, running errands, going to brunch. It works. It comes in sizes extra small to extra, extra large. Okay. And there's like 3 or 4 neutral color palettes to
Full
work
disclosure,
with there.
I need one of these in my bedroom. I feel like it's with the heat.
We forget.
It's like
right?
dry.
It's like you forget. But the air is so dry now with the winter. So humidifiers are really great. This is from Levoit, and this one has so many incredible features. So it's a top fill, so it's really easy to fill up.
Okay.
You can add aromatherapy to it, which is really nice. So you have like this really pretty fragrant experience. There's an app that you can connect to. So if you're out, you can schedule it to go on before you get home. You can control the humidity levels from it. There's ambient lighting. There's a quiet setting for nighttime, and it's cool. So if you have little kids, you don't have to worry,
right. I love
which is really nice, and it really helps so much.
You know what else? It's just calming and beautiful.
It's so relaxing.
It's
and
relaxing.
with the aromatherapy in there, it's like next
I need
level.
this in my life.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What is this?
Okay. So with the winter here too, everything is dry, especially our skin. So ointments, I think, are the best thing to add moisture back. But a lot of time, ointments are heavy and greasy and goopy. This one from Prequel, I don't know how this is an ointment, but it's not. They formulated it in a way that it's lightweight.
It's creamier.
It's lightweight. It just absorbs really quickly into your skin.
Oh, okay.
It's so hydrating.
Yeah.
And it can be used on different parts of your body. So I like to use it on my cuticles, on my knuckles, on my elbows, my heels. I leave it on my night table and I put it on at night.
I love that.
And another fun way to use it, I like to put it in my face moisturizer at night, a little bit to get extra hydration. The brand says that it's hypoallergenic, it's fragrance-free, really, really good. And my daughter just had a nasty cold. Her nose got really chapped. We put this on, like the next day it was gone.
I love that. All right, now this is interesting.
This
little
is
flyaways.
so good. So I'm always looking for great products for my flyaways because we all have them, right? So this is from Kitsch, and it's their taming wand.
Okay.
So basically what this is, it's formulated inside with vitamin E, the brand says, and aloe, but it tames all of your flyaways. I mean, I used it today. You can see I don't have any flyaways. We put it on
yeah,
YouTube.
no,
I mean, all the little flyaways just go away. There's over 290 applications in this little bottle.
Wow.
It's small. You can pop it in your bag. My daughter loves this. All your slick backs.
look
I mean,
at
look
that.
at the before and after.
It's a good
so
slick
good.
ponytail look.
And under $15.
Can't
really,
beat it.
really good.
All right, talk about these.
Okay, so with the new year here, everyone's more mindful about their food choices. So the easiest way to do that is packing your food, especially for work, if you're going to be traveling. These are great. Aren't these like the
I was
cutest
just gonna say,
little...
they're also kind of cute to
They're
look at,
so cute with the little handles. They make them really convenient. There's 2 different sizes. The small one comes with the ice pack in 2 containers, and the backpack style comes with 4 containers. I love that it comes with everything that you need, so you're set out of the gate. And then there's little pouches on the outside. You can put your utensils, your napkins. It's just really so convenient. Kids in school,
It comes with these?
Comes with everything, yeah, which is really convenient. So these are great, and about like under $20.
And you just mentioned this to me. I actually want one of these too.
How good is this? This is kind of one of those things. Why didn't I think of that sooner? I feel like Martha would love this. So is this Martha approved? So this is basically a stainless steel bowl. It has a non-slip bottom, but it has a grater that goes right on top of the bowl. So you grate right into it. So your vegetables, your cheeses, you can grate into it. And then you can serve in here, mix in here. You can store in here. It has a lid.
Does that say $10?
$10.
Yeah, that's
like you can't even get a grater for $10.
No, that's good. That's a win.
Love
All
this.
right, thank you, Melissa. To purchase these items from Target, scan that QR code or again go to today.com/shop-this-list. We should mention Today earns a commission on purchases made from this segment. That works. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Okay, Carson.
All right, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade, but we are in our case, we're going to make not just lemonade, but a whole gourmet meal. We got a little help from the Queen. Martha Stewart is in the building, everybody, and we're going to get to it. But first, this is Today on NBC. And we're back with Today Foods celebrating citrus season, from zesty lemons to beautiful blood oranges. Believe it or not, everybody, now in winter is the best time to get those bright flavors. Here to show us how, the great Martha Stewart with some of her favorite recipes from cookbooks, including entertainment. Martha, how you doing? How's your dry January going? It's tough, isn't it?
No, it's not. Actually, I just drink orange juice.
But you don't, but not the vodka.
No vodka, just the orange juice, citrus. I can't live without citrus.
Yeah.
And all of these citrus, I had no idea really. They're really come from 4 different species.
Yep.
They come from the citron.
You're talking about the citrus now.
Citron.
Yeah.
They come from the pomelo, these giant fruits. They come from the mandarin, which are these small, easy to peel fruits. And they also come from the kumquats.
It really is one of like life's greatest produce plot twists, that citrus thrives when it's cold out.
It thrives when it's cold out. It's also so rich in antioxidants and vitamin C. It's so good for you. You will never get scurvy.
Okay, well, good. That's reasonable. That's
there we go, Martha.
The pirates love it. All right, so we're gonna make 3 different things here, Martha. We have a cocktail, we've got a citrus salad, and some pasta.
Well, just taste this. Taste this.
Well, I'm not drinking. I'm on the.
Oh, you're dry journey.
No,
I think we kept the vodka out of it.
No,
so this is fresh orange juice, vodka, a little bit of Grand Marnier, some lemon juice, and some fresh lime juice. And it is one of the most refreshing cocktails. You can skip the vodka. Did you look at that? You drank the whole thing.
Yeah,
it really does have
fits in the new food pyramid.
That's good though.
And if you want to make a beautiful fruit salad like this I think is one of the nicest things to serve using the citrus. And it's so easy to section a citrus.
Okay.
Pay attention, Carson.
I'm paying attention.
Because you take this and you take your very sharp knife and you just peel off the peel.
Is all citrus good together? Or is it like cheeses? Is there a citrus pairing we should know about? Or is it anything goes?
I think I do it by color. And see, you have it like this. You take off all that white pith, and look, you cut it like this.
Yeah.
And look at that
make
beautiful
nice little
segment. See?
Now, what do you do with this stuff right here? The rind.
That I put in my juicer, and it takes all the juice out of it.
You juice it.
Yeah, and you know what else? Just
eat it, just like that.
So
you guys know that Martha has a citrus. What is like a greenhouse of some
I do. I have
that
about,
doesn't surprise me.
I have about 60 different varieties of citrus growing right in Bedford, New York.
Wow.
Oh, there it is.
And, look, there it is. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's a big hoop house. We take them out in the summertime and we grow them in the wintertime.
Are you picking stuff off there right now?
Oh, yes. Orange is like crazy. Oh, no, I just wanted to show you this. This is so beautiful.
So here are the segments. No dressing of any kind?
It's orange, it's blood orange, it's pink grapefruit, it's Cape gooseberries, and pomegranate seeds. You know, this is how you get the seeds out of a pomegranate?
And I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
See, you bang it with a wooden spoon. You'll look. See, people think you're crazy, but then everything comes out, and you're left just with the skin.
I have PTSD. When I was growing up, this was called the magic wand. My mom never used it, but it was the threat of the magic wand.
My mom used it. We read around the dining room table. and we would pull a chair out so Mom couldn't.
Oh, really? You would trip your mother, Martha?
Yeah, I would trip my mom.
All right, so we have a citrus pasta now.
And again, lemon pasta limone. It's something that you get in the fanciest restaurants. I use a capellini. There is butter and olive oil in here. Squeeze.
Is capellini thinner than angel hair, or is it the same?
It's thinner. It's even thinner. Look,
and then the cook on that has to be like 30 seconds.
In a very short time. Follow the directions, and look, squeeze fresh lemon juice right into your butter and olive oil. Save some of the pasta juice, pasta water, and use that beautiful pasta. Look at this. And make sure you use plenty of salt. Yeah, you can just dump that in here.
Yep.
I'm not going to put all of it in. Just swirl that in. Oh, how beautiful. This is my favorite pasta, especially
this is really good.
Somebody gave me caviar for Christmas.
Oh, I bet.
And you top this with caviar.
I'm surprised you don't grow caviar.
Okay, so here, just give me a bowl. Oh, we have it right there already.
I got it. Yeah,
Make sure you use plenty of salt.
Yeah.
And I have to
Here's
top
your goodies down here.
Oh, yes. And there's grated lemon peel. Use the Meyer lemon if you can find them.
Caviar. Sometimes it's $25 in a market, and sometimes it's like, beluga caviar is like $800. Like, what is the difference? What can you buy to top this?
Well,
any old caviar
that's a beautiful Osetra caviar. You can see how big the grains are.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you want. And if your boyfriend's asking you what you want for Valentine's Day, just say some Osetra caviar.
A little Osetra caviar.
That's it.
And a little bit of cheese.
While you watch the hockey game.
But how do you like the pasta?
This is fantastic.
Isn't it one of the most delicious things? And did you taste the Mary's knees?
Oh, yeah.
So good.
Don't you feel like we don't use lemon enough in pasta? Like, I don't eat this flavor profile enough.
And it's delicious.
No,
always olive oil,
but please tell me that isn't easy.
We can't stop eating
super easy.
And make sure you have plenty of lemon juice in it so that citrus flavor comes out. I could eat this whole little can, by the way.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
This is so great.
Let's see you have a bite of it.
I want to have a bite.
I want to watch Martha Stewart eat.
Oh, just twirl it on your fork like this.
It's a YouTube channel.
With a nice
it really
little
is.
thing.
Delicious.
Martha,
not good?
It's
not good.
So
guys, you can make this. It's so easy. Website, today.com/food. We're back with the third and fourth hours, including some help slashing your pricey heating bill. They're getting expensive. We'll help you out with that. Thanks to Martha Stewart, everybody. Thanks, eaters. You guys
love you,
did a
Martha.
great job. When they're quiet, Martha, that's a good sign.
It is.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.